Hello, and welcome to another episode of this old, maybe not that old house. Okay, so I'm making a mess in here. The last time I was filming, I only had one thing left to do in this bathroom before I could start adding new things into it, which was destroy this bathtub. For some reason I thought it was steel and that I could chop it up with a Sawzall or something and cut it up and take it out very easily, but it wouldn't be a proper video or a proper project if I didn't have major hurdles to jump over. So I discovered that this is a cast iron tub, and I started cutting it, and I made it that far. It only took me 3 Sawzall blades and an angle grinder wheel that lasted all of about 2 seconds. So I did the old the best resource on the world and Googled it, and I hear that the best way to get rid of a cast iron bathtub is to smash it out with a sledgehammer. So that's about as far as I got with it yesterday. I did smash up this little hammer here, just wasn't cutting it. That one's pretty good size, but as you can see I snapped off the handle. But luckily I found another sledgehammer that looks to be a little bit bigger and better, because I already started smashing today. This stuff here was still there, and just a couple of whacks and that was gone. So I think I'll probably be able to get this cast iron tub out of here with a few more whacks of this sledgehammer. It's definitely some make you sweat work and back-breaking, and I almost think I got something in my eye yesterday. It's been really bugging me, kind of itchy and kind of sensitive to light, even though I was wearing these. But every swing with the sledgehammer today, I'm closing my eyes. So hopefully that'll prevent me from getting anything else in my eye, if that is indeed what it is. But yeah, this tub weighs about 400 pounds, and there's no way I could have gotten this down these stairs with anything that's 400 pounds, and even breaking off a third of it there, it's still just heavy as can be. So I'm just going to continue smacking on it with this sledgehammer, and hopefully I don't break anything that doesn't need to be broken in the process. So let's smash some shit. Pardon my French. Well, I've got it moved out of the way so that I can assess the damage underneath and behind it. Here's the drain pipe. Looks like I'll be able to mount all the new stuff up to the old stuff. Thankfully it didn't snap off like the one downstairs, because man, that would have been a pain in the butt to deal with. Now I just got to figure out how I'm going to get this still huge chunk of cast iron down these steps. I might just have to start smashing on it some more with the sledge, as much as I don't want to. Although I do have a dolly. Maybe I'll try the dolly. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. Alright, I got it moved out of the bathroom. Here's the bottom of it. I don't really know what these clock emblems are for, but it doesn't matter. I just noticed those. I think instead of trying to muscle this thing down the stairs right now by myself, I'm just gonna scoot it over into this other room for now and clean up all this mess that's in here, and try to start working on putting the new tub in, because I need to get this done with a quickness. I've been working on this house for going on a year now, it seems like, and it just seems like it's never going to end. So I just gotta stay focused, stay motivated, and keep working at it as hard as I can, because summertime's approaching, and with the warmer weather comes more activities that I am obligated to participate in. And I really want to get this house done so I can move in and, you know, start a nice little family with my girlfriend and my daughter, and have a nice little place to live. So yeah, I'm gonna try to scoot this over now. Get that out when I get some help here. All right. Now I need to clean up all this mess. And all my buckets are full from the tile that I took out of here, so I think I'm just gonna pile all this into the bottom of the tub there. Man, that got me out of breath. I'm out of shape. I need to exercise a little bit. Or a lot. Damn, this thing's so heavy it blew a hole out in the wood underneath it. But I'm glad to know that the floor is structurally strong enough to hold that heavy ass tub. Sorry, I had a little burpy hiccup there at the same time. Alright, so I'm gonna clean up this mess, and you guys are gonna join me. How fun is this gonna be? Oh, I can't wait. Okay, so I got all this swept up. Stuff over there in the corner, I'm not too worried about it if it stays a little dirty. Honestly, I probably will sweep it up. But there are a couple of things that you just cannot shortcut on when you're installing a new bathtub. Number one, most importantly, is obviously the plumbing and the drainage, which is encompassed in the plumbing category, but that is the most important thing to get right, because especially when you're upstairs, because if you don't get that exactly right and tight, you are going to have water damage, and it might take a little while for it to be known, and once you see it downstairs, it is a mess to deal with. So I'm going to try to get some of this old, I don't know, I guess it's iron or some kind of a metal piping. Get some of that taken out of there. And number two thing that you do not need to shortcut on, that you cannot skip whatsoever, is this piece of wood that goes along this back wall. Now I'm going to take this piece off and reuse it, although I did cut some of it off. Didn't really mean to whenever I was trying to cut the old tub out, but if you don't have that piece of wood on that back wall, then your tub is just going to sag in the back, and nobody likes to have a gap on the bottom, because that's just a surefire way to collect dirt and debris, and you can, you know, you're going to be fighting keeping it clean the whole time that you live here, unless you just put that piece of wood back there. And also it keeps it from rocking back and forth so much. But before I can put that piece of wood up, I'm going to take it off, and I've got the new tub downstairs, and I just got to measure how tall it is from the floor to the lip in the back to see how high this board needs to go, because I have a feeling it's not going to be the same as the old tub that I took out. I think the new one's a bit deeper, so I might even have to cut a little bit more of this drywall out, which that's not a big deal compared to the freaking task I just accomplished here. So, but yeah, I think I'm gonna first thing I'm gonna do is knock out this iron piping here, and this is all gonna get replaced with all brand new stuff and replumbed. So one day soon I'm gonna have to shut the water off to the house and get that all plumbed up. But I gotta sit down and figure out all the parts I need from the hardware store before I can do that. So this is what I'm doing, and I just need to be working, so let's do it. So I've got this tub drain kit, and hopefully all this plastic stuff will fit right into the metal stuff pretty easily. I'm probably not going to need all the parts that are in this kit. That's going to go there, and that's going to go there. Hard part's going to be after I get the tub in, getting the drain mounted up down here. You can see where there was a piece of drywall cut out right here to access all this after that was put in. Hopefully I don't have to cut that out. Hopefully when I get this tub in, I'll have enough clearance to be able to reach down and behind it. So I guess I'm going to take this piece of wood down and measure the new tub and see what we're dealing with. So okay, so I got the board in the back mounted up where it needs to be. I just drug this new tub up the steps, and I got it kind of just sitting in here crooked. But let's see how well we can negotiate this and get it stuck in there. This might be a bit tricky. So let's see how it goes. that's what I'm dealing with. If I could just get it up and around that little stud right there, I'd be in business. I need to figure out the best way to do this without getting in too much of a hurry so I don't crack this brand new tub. My best option is going to be to take my Sawzall and just notch a little bit out of that stud. I might even do it on this side just to be on the safe side, because it's pretty tight clearance over there too. But everything else is lining up perfectly. This is going smooth so far. So I took my saw, notched it out. I was gonna film it, but there wasn't really a good angle I could mount my camera where you could see what I was doing. But I notched it out in this corner here, and we've got plenty of room there. The drain lines up, so I just need to reach back there and tighten up the nuts. And I think I have enough room to reach down in here and tighten that nut up that needs to be tightened. Okay, so I got the drain all hooked up. I got the plug in the back hooked up. Everything should be good to go, and everything's tight and sealed up, so hopefully I don't have any leaks. Alright, so I got everything in here cleaned up, ready to put down some flooring. I swept up the mess, and I took all the carpet out right there on top of that stairwell too, so I can just continue my flooring right here into the bathroom. But I think I'm probably going to call it a day. I've done sweat as much as I really care to today. And yeah, I think I've accomplished everything I wanted to do today. And next step will be the flooring. So I should have all the tools and materials I need to get all that done. Then once that's done, I can get the bathroom vanity and sink and the toilet all stuck in, and then work on getting all this covered up, because it is disgusting. And I'll probably take the mirror down, because I'm sure we're going to get something else that's a lot nicer to put up there, something with a bit of a frame on it. Because while there's nothing wrong with this mirror, it's just kind of old and dingy, and it's got them stupid round flower screw things on it that scream 1977. But yeah, I think I'm gonna call it quits. So hopefully I'll catch you guys next time.